What is up, my dudes? Dino John here, back at it again with the dinosaur deck profile plus combos plus teaching you guys how to play competitive dinos. So if this is something you guys would want to see, um, definitely go ahead and stay tuned, guys. Just keep watching because, yeah, guys, it's gonna be really exciting. And I'm actually happy to showcase, what the true potential this deck could actually do. Um, but fair. Just to say for the least, you could play any version of dinos, just whatever fits best for you. Personally, if my specific deck is not like suitable for you, or you just don't feel comfortable with it, just play whatever you want to play with. And yeah, I feel like you know certain players that run different tech choices or certain cards that maybe I have not even seen before in my entire life, because I have I don't really research every single card in Yu-Gi-Oh history that's ever been printed out. But yeah, if you want to utilize all that stuff, guys, then yeah, so fair play, guys. So other than that, guys, I want to show you my deck list. I want to show you how disgusting this deck actually is. And I do want to say that the deck is actually probably the best deck in Yu-Gi-Oh right now, as of right now. Every format, though, I do want to say you always have to change the deck depending on the format or where you're going. Locals doesn't matter, the area. Maybe the area plays a lot of, I don't know, Mystic Minds or different type of weird, funky decks that maybe your deck is like doesn't really work around with. It just depends where you're bringing your deck to. That has to play a toll too, which is why a lot of people gain a lot of success because they're like, you know what, people are just gonna bring virtual world because it's a big event, or if it's a small event, players are just gonna run like random stuff. So just literally depends. So yeah, to play competitive dinos, you got to learn the concept of playing every deck. So like virtual worlds, you already know they're going to bring out the calamities, right? So what can you do to either prevent them from playing calamities? Which is why players would go to hand traps. So you could go to hand traps, okay? But hand traps is cloggy, especially in dinos, guys. If you run hand traps in dinos, it's good to stop them, but if you stop them and you draw a brick hand and they pass, you draw a brick hand, what's going to happen when you just drew nothing and you pass? They're just going to go off, okay? So you don't want that to happen. So the sad part about it is that you do have to make sacrifices, but there is the way to really succeed with the Dino deck is learn the deck, learn what needs to go around it, learn what tech choices you need to put in there, and decide, guys. Always decide. I'm always gonna say decide. Side deck is like one of the best, best things, all right, about Yu-Gi-Oh, is that you can side. Yeah. So one of the best things is side deck, guys. Siding is just, yeah, really good in this deck. And I just don't. Obviously, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I rely on my side deck a lot, but it does come in handy a lot, especially in certain matchups. But yeah, so this deck that I have for you right now could go first, second, third, fourth, fifth. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, I can go first and second, and I'm about to show you how you can bring out calamities also. So stay tuned for that. I'm just gonna quickly just go with a deck profile, and then I'll explain little stuff here and there later. Okay. So obviously the usual triple misc. If you haven't read misc already, go ahead. It's not even that broken, guys. You guys need to chill out. It's really good card, but it's not that broken. Calamities is broken. Not summon. 3 LV Raptors, 2 Animador, the typical Dino engine right there. I mean, not even engine, just a typical. Triple Babyosaurus with triple Petite. A lot of times I do want to pop a lot more babies, guys, and I do run a lot more cards to pop the babies, as you will see later on. And I do not know why you guys are not running this, but I'm gonna explain a little bit later. Double Conductor, typical again. 1 Jirac to make your calamities. 1 Dino Wrestler Pinkertops. You guys already know this card's really good, especially getting around your around their calamities too, because it's not an effect, an activation. Okay, it's just it's summoning. Okay, so it's like its own condition. So you just special summon it. You activate the field spell. He's 25. Calamities is 25 on their field, and you just attack over it. Even if you have Dark Hole, that's even better, and you have like an interruption. But yeah, so Pinkertops is really good. So 1 Giant Rex. Yeah, let me just explain a little bit later too about that one. 1 True King, Lethal Stasium. Do not know how to pronounce it, but he's really good, especially because you run like 6 babies in deck. So Really good card. Triple Gamma, you guys already know this. If you're not playing dinos, this card's really good, especially because we don't have the Called by the Grave. So this is basically it. Gamma's just really good, especially with Lethal Stratagem in hand. All right, so triple Lost Worlds, triple Fossil Dig, the usual, guys, the usual package right here. All right, not double Evolution Pill. Yeah, the usual package, guys, on that one. Triple Extrav, really good, especially with Gamma in hand. You punish them and you gain, you just punish them just for trying to punish you. So this is funny. And then triple Dark Ruler no more. All right, because it's really good. That's why I say this deck can go first or second, because you can Dark Ruler no more. They're filled. Droplets, don't run droplets because you don't want to discard your hand. That's kind of the point of dinos. Dinos usually kind of need your hand because you use your whole hand typically at the end. So yeah, triple Dark Ruler no more is still a really good card, guys. So don't sleep on it. One Foolish Burial. You know, this is just the fourth copy of Miscellaneous or Giant Rex. The fourth copy of Giant, well, it's 2 copies of Giant Rex and like 4 copies of Mist. So Foolish Burial is a really good extender. And 1 Dark Hole. Dark Hole, guys, is really good, guys. I put it back in my deck. Absolutely good. Sometimes I even want 2 Dark Holes because it's just, you have a lot of babies, and knowing that your opponent's just, a lot of times he's not going to have any spell or trap negates, which is funny because a lot of opponents, well, this format, a lot of your opponents are not going to have a deck that just negates spells and traps. Let's just be honest. Not all the time, right? Maybe they could end with Savage, but I don't see Savage that much anymore. So, I mean, they could end with Dragoon, and Dragoon would get rid of Dark Hole, but you just baited out the Dragoon and you can still play. So Dark Hole is a really good card, guys. So just don't sleep on it, all right? And you can pop your babies too. And if you have the baby with the field spell, summon the baby, and you get a token because of the field spell, and then Dark Hole, GG. All right, so, all right, that's it for the main. The extra, 1 Almirage for your babies, just in case if you have the pill in hand and you have a baby, you can still make Almirage and go for your Secure Gardna. All right, you can go for your Secure Gardna and banish those 2 from grave, the Almirage and the baby, and make your big bad boy from your deck. Pretty easy. It's another way to bring it out. So yeah, 1 Almirage because it is a Cyberse. Double Link Karibo. The usual right here. Double Secure Gardna. This is the usual. You know, for pure dinos, this is the usual. 1 Nightmare Phoenix. You do want to get rid of back row, and you don't want to kind of like use your level 4s. You kind of just want to use other, maybe a level 4, maybe a level 2 sometimes. There's just a different combination because that's what I like about it. It doesn't have to be level 4. It's just 2 monsters, different names to, like, you know, pop a spell and trap. Because sometimes you would need it. Other times you don't. He's just sometimes just stuck in my deck. On my extra deck. So yeah. 1 Abyss Dweller. He's been in my extra deck for the longest of time, guys. Ever since I built the deck. Literally. So Abyss Dweller is a really good card, guys, especially because, you know, we're in a heavy graveyard format, still in a heavy graveyard format, surprisingly. So Abyss Dweller is a good card. Double Dulka, you know, the usual with double Logia. I've seen some players around this ratio, but for me this works better because I do like to have a certain negate, and so because we run Extrav too, because we banish, we want to make sure we at least have 1 of each in the extra deck. All right, and to round things off, 2 True King of all Calamities and 2 Trish. Yes, you can make Calamities in this deck, and I'm about to show you how you can still make Calamities without Link Ross, which is why I'm pretty sure most of you guys are here to see. So yeah, 2 Calamities and double Trish because you need that to summon Calamities, and this card's really good. So yeah, so don't sleep on that either. Oops, almost made my camera. And then look at my tokens. Just I just like this. I like Dinosaur Kingdom, guys. I used to play that a lot as a little kid. So yeah, so explaining triple, like 6 babies. Like I said, I pop. Sorry, let me adjust myself. So I pop a lot in deck. It's really good. I mean, I just don't know why, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh players aren't really playing this engine. Because it's really good. You even can go Almirage just by normal summoning him off, and if you have a pill, it's just a conductor already. Because sometimes you'll be like, man, I don't have a level 1. Well, you do have a lot of low attackers that fits Almirage description to summon it, so it's good for that reason. You have Dark Hole, you know, you have Foolish Burial, which is another Mist. You have your True King Lethal Stratagem. You have Gamma's even. So this is another reason. Look at, because you can normal summon a baby. Doesn't matter which one. Normal summon a baby. Activate Dark Hole. Pop the baby. Effect engrave. Right? They're gonna negate. You have Gamma. Boom. Negate with Gamma. Same thing. If you have Foolish Burial and a baby, activate Foolish Burial. Dump the Mist. Activate a Mist. They ass shit. Chain Gamma. They just punish them just for doing that. Same thing with the True King Lethal Stadium. If you have Gamma and Lethal Stadium, and you have like, you know, basically four monsters total. So activate Lethal Stadium in hand. They try to negate. You can negate with Gamma and bring out the driver, and then after that resolves, you get to pop. So you can just pop one of the drivers or the Gamma, and then pop the baby, and then special summon him, and that's a 9 already. So you're just punishing them with so much. And if you don't even have the Gamma, they're just extenders too. So not all the time you're gonna do this. They're just perfect extenders, just in case if your opponent has a response for everything that you do, you can still play and make at least a Calamity, or if worst case scenario, you know, your ultimate conductor with a Dolka or a Lagia. So, and I'm saying worst case scenario. So you can still do a lot. But yeah, so first thing I want to show you is the usual. All right, so this is going to be the combo section right here. Is the Soul Eating Oviraptor. All right, so for this video necessarily, I'm just going to show you the combos, and then I'll show you the test hands in another video, because I don't want it to be a little bit too long, because I know you guys have probably other things to do, so I don't want to make the video too long. Okay, so I'm just going to show you some hands, all right, that you can get, some combos. So first off, simple, just the one card in your hand, just if you have Oviraptor in your hand. Normal summon Oviraptor, okay? Effect Oviraptor, add the Misk. All right, now effective Misk. Well, activate Misk, dish it from hand. Now you're protected for the main phase. All your dinos are protected for the main phase. Banish Misk, special summon your Animador directly from your deck. Effective Animador, you are gonna pop your Soul Eating Oviraptor, sadly, to add your pill. Okay, directly from your deck to your hand. All right, now at this point, you are going to link away your Animador. You're going to summon your Link Haribo, all right? And Link Haribo, link him away for your Secure Guard now. All right, so, and then you guys can pretty much see what I'm gonna do from here. Activate the pill by banishing, because these are my targets, a Dino and a non-Dino, which is Haribo and Animador, or even Oviraptor, but I like to leave him engraved for future purposes. So activate it and special summon your big bad boy. Your daddy right here, there you go. And then yeah, so that's just, this one card literally provides 2 cards. So it's not bad, especially if you know exactly how to, you know, interrupt your opponent. This is actually pretty good, it's not even bad. Although you do want to see more cards on your field to like negate, have a negate would be nice, right? So yeah, but this is just, this alone, Oviraptor provides with these 2 cards, which is actually pretty good, not bad, right? All right, that's just a simple one. I'm pretty sure you guys already know that one. So let's move on to the Oviraptor and the field spell, Lost Worlds. All right, so if you have these 2 cards, you're gonna activate Lost Worlds. Normal summon Oviraptor, you guys already know. Chain 1, chain 2. 2 of Lost Worlds bring a token, which is use the Jirac token. All right, and then the one will start resolving. We'll add your Misk, activate Misk. All right, so now your dinos are protected. Active now from here. Activate Oviraptor's effect, trying to pop the token, but then your field spell actually protected. Okay. Now I know sometimes some of the new dinosaur players will, you know, ask me, can't you just special summon the one that you targeted from your graveyard with Soul Eating Oviraptor and pop? Sadly, I wish it was like that, but you can't. Also, you need a target from grave to do this. But yeah, first, so you can't do that. So you need to pop point A in order to get point B. But since you didn't pop the A target, you won't get the B target from your grave. So since Lost World protects it, at least you get to pop Dinosaur Monster from your deck, which is going to be a baby. So you're going to destroy a baby from your deck. All right. Where is he? There he is. So pop a baby, effect, special summon the other little baby, All right, there's a reason why we do this. Banish the Misk, and then you guys can see what we're gonna do from here, right? Special summon Animador, pop the baby from my grave right here. So pop the baby, add pill. Don't forget to always add pill. And then the baby's effect will resolve. Special summoning your miscellaneous. All right, so special summon miscellaneous, and then overlay with those two to prevent future like Nibiru's or any other cards that would like do something, interrupt you. Special summon the Doka, okay? Link away your Animador. What was I going for my deck for? Link Rebo, and then link him away for your Secure Gardna. All right, and then activate Pill, banishing your Link Rebo and your Animador for your Conductor. All right, so there you go. So those two cards by itself can provide you with, you know, a field spell that prevents your opponent from targeting any of your monsters because you do have a token on their field. So first off, that's really good. All right, that's really, really good. You have a protection. You have a negate that could protect you or just interrupt your opponent by negating them. And you have just a solid, really good interruption. You know, you can even pop Secure Garnet because you don't really need them, right? You could pop himself too, just letting you know. But yeah, so you can just interruption and a negate, really good, and Lost World. Lost World is just an overall really good card. But yeah, I mean, that's just another usual that I'm pretty sure you guys are already aware of. But let me just dive into another combo. All right. So you guys seen this before, right? With these two cards in hand? Well, yes. So this is Calamities. If you see anywhere where you can get these two cards in your hand and successfully resolve it, you get Calamities, all right? So first off, what you're gonna do, activate Miscellaneous, okay? You're gonna banish Miscellaneous, special summon your Animador, effect to Animador, pop the baby, special summon your Oviraptor. Now, like I said, it doesn't matter what baby you have in your hand, you can have the other one because you're still gonna special summon a level 4. But yeah, so special summon Oviraptor. Don't forget to add the pill, sometimes players forget. But yeah, special summon Oviraptor. Oviraptor effect, add a baby. It still doesn't really matter what baby you add. Normal summon the baby, pop, special summon the other baby, and then effects of the one that just got popped. This time you're gonna special summon Giant Rex, which is why I have him in the deck. I know I didn't have him before, but since, you know, Link Ross is out of the extra deck, I had to find another way to bring Calamities out because it can still bring Calamities out. And Giant Rex is just a really good extender too, so why not? Sometimes it is bricky, but it's still pretty good. I won't lie to you. All right, now from here, you know, you see my past combos, right? We're on overlay with the Mist because this will be Mist and Oviraptor, right? That's when we had Link Rebo. I mean, not Link Rebo, Link Ross. And we gone for like a Doka or whatever. But in this case, remember, you missed. You already missed. So they can't Nibiru you already, all right? Because you're protected from Nibiru. So what you're going to do, you're actually going to link your Animador. You're going to summon your Link Karibo. Let me move this camera a little bit up. All right, so yeah. Summon your Link Karibo, okay? All right, now what is he gonna do? Is he gonna Nibiru you? Really? Is he gonna Nibiru you with one card? Okay, yeah, Nibiru the Link Karibo, and these are still stuck in the field because you can still overlay and you still have the pill in hand. So your opponent is not gonna want to do that, right? There's no way he's gonna want to Nibiru this. So Link off Link Karibo for Secure Gardna. Okay, and now look what you have. You have a Dino and a non-Dino, right? In your grave. So don't do anything yet. All right, right now, this is where it's at, okay? So, is he gonna Nibiru you yet? Fair play, right? You're still gonna just get a really strong field. That's why it doesn't matter. Now, for this, in this case, you're gonna banish 3 monsters with different names, which is these 3, okay? So you banish these 3, and you bring out your Trish. Now, if he Nibirus you, that's still fine, because Giant Rex will still bring him, you know, he'll still come out, and you'll still bring your big boy out. So, like I'm saying, there's just so much stuff to do, and you just really gotta know how to utilize the deck properly. Just study the deck, start playtesting it. I'm not ignorant. I know I still need to study it a little bit more because, you know, sometimes there's other strategies and other combos maybe that we haven't even know. But yeah, so Trish, you summon Trish, affect a Giant Rex, special summon Giant Rex, and then from here you're gonna overlay to prevent a future Nibiru for a Dolka, or depending on what deck you're playing, which please guys, if you're playing a different deck, you know exactly what deck you're playing, definitely summon different monsters, okay? If you're playing a heavy spell and trap deck, summon Lagia. If you're playing a heavy graveyard deck, summon Dweller. Hand traps, although when you do summon these, the hand traps will kind of like hurt you from at this point, but literally it just depends. You gotta really kind of get in the head of your opponent. You gotta really play test, play a lot, play online maybe, since you guys, you know, we're still, you know, under restrictions. But yeah, so summon Dolka, activate Pill, since you have these 3 targets in your grave, banish a Dino and a non-Dino, special summon your Jirac Titano, okay? So in this case, you're gonna overlay, and you're gonna summon your Calamities. So this is how you still can bring out Calamities, okay? This is really nuts, especially if you have your field spell, you're protected, because you would activate the field spell already, right? And you would have a token on their field, and now he can't target you. How is he gonna? There's nothing your opponent can do. It's really good, really good. I mean, hence he can dark hole you, yeah. I mean, it just depends. I mean, I could have gone Logia too, but it literally just depends what he's playing. But yeah, I'm just saying this is a really good board. You know, you have Calamities and you have a Dolka. I think it's a lot better than, you know, having the Ultimate Conductor. At times, Ultimate Conductor is better than Calamities, especially if you want to go for game. It's a lot better. But yeah, sometimes you do want to summon this in defense, sometimes you don't. That's totally up to you. Like I said, you got to know what your opponent's playing. But yeah, so that's it for that. And literally, if you have Lost Worlds, Miscellaneous, and the baby, yeah, like I just said, that's just game right there. And I do want to say too, before I end the video, what I see this a lot, okay? And I do want to kind of talk about this. So I do see people, well, some players normal summon the Oviraptor, and then, you know, your opponent will hand trap, and then you chain Mist, okay? And then they'll do something else to get rid of the Oviraptor. Your opponent, I feel like they're not, once your opponent figures out a deck, well, once any player figures out a deck, they're gonna find a way how to get around it. So you're gonna have to play around it. So play around that. So this was good. This was a good idea, but now players are finding it a lot easier to get around this. So in my personal opinion, I like to just activate Misk first and then summon Oviraptor. I know you will not get rid of the hand trap, and they'll still have a hand trap in their hand, but this is a lot better in my personal opinion, because at least you rather be safe than sorry. You rather play than not play, which is why same thing with hand traps. I rather play than not play. Because even if I stop him with hand traps on their turn, cool. He's gonna pass it to me, and I have a brick, and I'm gonna pass it to him, and then he's just gonna kill me, right? So that's just the thing. I try to limit my style from bricking a lot. So, but yeah. And for the side deck, guys, I know you guys want to see the side deck, but that's totally up depending on what you're taking the deck to. Depending what area, or maybe the meta. It literally just depends. But if you guys want to know, my side deck will consist of 3 Nibirus, 3 Drolls, 3 DD Crow, triple Cosmic Cyclones, and 3 Evenly Matched, because they're really good side cards. But yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. If you guys want to see test hands, definitely comment down below, guys. I'm loving the support that you guys are giving me. Stay tuned for my other deck profile, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be posting this month, because, you know, it's Christmas and this week is my finals. But I really love this, guys. You guys are amazing. But yeah, so stay tuned for future stuff, and I will be posting. I'll be trying to posting a lot more. If not, definitely stay tuned for next month. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. This is your boy Donald John signing out.